Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress and this is Pixie Dust Tarot, and I have your daily dust. Warm hugs to those of you specifically in North America who are dealing with interesting weather conditions and I hope you're all faring well. And to all the friends across the world, I know not everybody celebrates Christmas, not everybody has the same holidays, everybody does different things out there, but this generally is that season of light, the season of giving, the season of hope, and I'm hoping that everyone feels the energy of this season wherever you are. And so you can also be watching this in real time whenever you stumble upon it, and that hope and giving energy can happen any time of the year. It doesn't have to be exclusive for Christmas time or the holidays. This is Daily Dust for December 24th, Christmas Eve, for those of you watching in real time, and I'm ending this Silver and Gold series with the Botticelli Tarot. The Botticelli Tarot is not a gold edge deck, but it is a gilded deck, and it's really beautiful. I like to use it because it has a very formal, kind of almost like stained glass, churchy feeling to it. Like this one is so incredible. It looks almost pink because of the foil, the color scheme, and then the gold on top of it. It's really pretty. So that's why I'm using this today. And I actually did color the edges in some kind of bronze. It looks a little, it's not very bright. The paints that you can buy and to color don't come out glassy, but it does give a nice effect, I think. I wouldn't recommend using those kind of paints on these types of cards though, because I had to do a lot of cleanup work. All right, here we go. Your reading for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is kind of a lonely night for me. I mean, I shouldn't say lonely, a lone night. It's my spa night. My kids are off to their dads, and I'm usually home alone with the cats. Sometimes I sing, sometimes I watch movies, sip my hot cocoa or tea. My kids are older now, so it's not, it was definitely when they were younger, it was kind of like, whew, a nice break. And it was also a good way of being able to play Santa, because then they'd come over to my house in the morning and they were like, look what happened overnight. All right, here we go. Let's see what we have. Taken from the top. Ooh, what a pretty one. And this is the Six of Wands. I hardly ever see this one. Then look, it's angels. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains. Glow. This is interesting. It's like she's flying above the cactus. So Six of Wands is the famous card, the famous person, the one that is beloved, and like that person comes through and everybody cheers them and is excited to see them. So yeah, I like that. It could be like a visitor coming out of town visiting you, and it could be just, the season and what it represents, like a joy of this person coming through. Let's see what else. Ooh, look at that. It's like prayer time. The Nine of Swords in this deck reminds me a lot of the Four of Swords, and that almost looks like a Christmas tree, right? It feels like a holy night. I like how the Nine of Swords in this card is not harming anyone, and she has a happy face. See, it's like, oh, I love this so much. This is like, in most decks, the Nine of Swords is about nightmares and bad dreams and depression sometimes and anxiety. This is like conquering all of that and really getting in touch and in tap with your like a blissful energy, a peaceful energy. I think this is just also the best way to combat any of those things is faith and prayer and manifesting. It's almost like you see how the swords they didn't come close to her. They struck something else that it's almost like magic. It's like, how you feel like maybe you get it, like this energy of attack, and you are so strong and you're so magical that they can't harm you. I think that's it. Let's see what else. Aww. And look, that looks like a pregnant woman, Queen of Wands. Like this is about the birth. Oh my goodness. It's pretty amazing. Okay, let me zoom on in and get a closer look. I said this before in a different reading, and I know it's very easy to feel sad and lonely at this time of year, especially when you're missing certain people and you wish they could be there, or you wish you could be, with somebody, and maybe plans got canceled and travel got canceled. But there's something about this evening that it seems like everything works out anyway, even if it's in a spiritual way. I do feel like this energy, this blessing, this guardian angel, this person coming through, like surprisingly at the last minute, like you're praying for them to come through and then they appear. Or this definitely feels like receptive queen energy, but because she's the Queen of Wands, it's also fire, it's passion, it's excitement. And she doesn't look too excited, but I think she's just content. She's content. And I feel like, I think with this queen here, I feel like it's almost like she has a psychic connection with her baby. That's what it feels like. The way her body is shaped, it looks like she's pregnant, but it doesn't necessarily have to be pregnancy, but it could be. And it doesn't mean that you're pregnant or anybody is pregnant. It could be about Mary, and it could be about the birth of something new in your life anyway. The gestation period, like the preparation period of something new coming into your life. I think also this energy, even though it's the Nine of Swords, it gives me like attitude of gratitude. It's like thanking God and praying and feeling blessed and looking at the glass half full and seeing all the positive things in your life. The other day I was reading something, and it's like, you don't always have to be optimistic. Sometimes you can just be sad or whatever. And I agree, don't dismiss bad feelings, but I think we should always try to work through our feelings, no matter what they are, good or bad. And I feel like, you have a certain blessings in your life because you're so good at having an attitude of gratitude, of seeing the good in people, seeing the good in any scenario, taking any scenario and using it as a learning experience and not as something that's happening to you, but happening for you, and creating something out of that. It just feels like a really light-filled time of year too. Like this card makes me think with that tree in the middle, and it's like the sun is shining so bright behind the tree that no matter what's going on here, it also gives me a little bit of Five of Pentacles energy, like, except being in the, if you're in the cold, it's like the cold doesn't affect you because you see the light, you see the blessings. I don't feel like it's any kind of denialism either. I think it's just pure gratitude for what you do have. And there's so many of you out there that are truly, have a better situation than somebody else. And right, sometimes I feel like, there's no need for like survivor's guilt or no need for any of that. It's all you need to do is just pray and manifest peace on earth, peace for all, peace for all. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you like that. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.
Happy holidays.